Tirico and Greg Olsen, or should I say Dean Olsen, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, I mean, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs, compete for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. They don't.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now. To finish drives.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. First and goal. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll run with Madison. A second effort, and he is in. Alexander Madison, touchdown Browns. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
A pickup of 12 yards. That's a Steeler first down. Back to throw. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Up the middle they go. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Steeler first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. They'll take this down to about the 15. 2nd down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down.
Over the top. He's got it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Browns offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen set up for 4. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. From the shotgun, give to Ford. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. And the defense has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Steelers offense and their running back getting... And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So we might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Up the middle, here's Ford. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down. Throwing now from the gun. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. Here comes 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This give to Ford, heading right. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Catch made, that's Boyd. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. That's on the former All-Pro, Jack Conklin. On the handoff, Ford. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. So the Browns going to bring out their kicker and try a field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Browns will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He's got his man. It's Pickens. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Pulling back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Denzel Ward in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. And he will score. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Steelers.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Browns offense. And their running back set to go once more. The trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Sending a receiver right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Larry Ogunjobi with the tackle for the defense. Here's 2nd and 9. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. They get the former number 10 overall pick, Jedrick Wills. On the ground, this is 4. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and long. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Finding space inside the 40. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got it at about the 8. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out to the flat, and it's complete. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are out to a 21-10 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And those two are tied up as they play the 2nd quarter. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Joe Burrow leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The Steelers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first half. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, second and a yard. Now a give on the ground. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
I half expected to see all 11 defenders piled up on top of him at the end of this run to make sure he was finally down, because a couple times on that run, it looked like he was cooked, only to shake off those tackles and keep on cooking.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now a give up the middle. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's second and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Browns offense starting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. Oh, yeah. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Back to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The Browns getting their punting team out there as he's on to punt for the second time. Ooh. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. This one is complete. It's Pickens. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him